want to call this special meeting to order.
And I'll just note for the record that this is an emergency meeting. We're holding it under Section 4230.030 of the Open Public Meetings Act, which authorizes the council to meet for purposes of emergency action.
Thank you.
Roll call. Councilmember Bode?
Here.
Mayor Dorsey?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Peterson? Here. Councilmember Nesco?
Here.
Councilmember McDowell?
Present.
Councilmember Schmidt?
Here.
And we have Councilmember Feast is absent.
I move to excuse Councilmember Feast. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?
Okay, so just real quickly, I'll turn it over to Kathleen, but we have the press release here that will be going out shortly, posted to our Facebook page and to our website to make sure all the citizens are aware of how we're addressing this issue. As for the resolution, the emergency resolution, if you have any questions about it, Kathleen can give us a quick rundown of the recitals and the sections that it applies to.
Yeah, just really quickly, you have the resolution before you. Essentially what it does is it gives council authorization for the city manager and the department heads to take action as necessary to respond to the emergency that's being created by the coronavirus. As you all know, states of emergency have been declared at the state, local, and federal levels at this point. Schools have been closed statewide. There's no question that this is an unprecedented issue, and unless we all do our part to follow the orders and the recommendations of the health authorities, we're not going to slow down transmission of this virus, and that's the goal. So this resolution, if you pass it here today, authorizes the city manager and the department heads to take necessary actions to follow those orders and recommendations. Some of those things are listed in here. Actions may go beyond that as necessary, but we try to include the major areas. That would include purchasing authority and contracting authority without advance council approval. We still may have to follow some competitive bidding requirements, at least as far as waiving those requirements, and that may require council action. If so, we'll bring that back to you. It allows staff to temporarily refrain from terminating utility service for non-payment bills. It allows for public meetings to be canceled. It allows staff to clear your agendas as much as possible except for non-essential items so that you can shorten and cancel your council meetings. You can certainly talk about other measures you would want to take at your meetings, such as implementing social distancing and allowing for increased telephonic participation. It allows for city facilities to be closed or their hours limited to the public. It allows staff to develop policies around staffing, essential versus non-essential staffing, and employee leaves and benefits that will derive from that. And it allows the city manager to authorize, encourage, or direct city employees not to report to work or to work remotely. Are there any questions so far?
Just one. So if the court is still in session, how do you keep the front door locked?
So our plan, and I've been working through that this afternoon, our plan at this point is to have the front doors unlocked. They need to remain unlocked for the court. However, we'll have immediately interior of the court's entrance. We'll have barricades placed and signs that say, all interactions should be through the phone. The judge is also working on court rules that would limit those hours of operation. He has not released those yet, and I don't want to anticipate what he may or may not do.
Okay. Good. Section 3 of the resolution provides for the city manager to come back to you as necessary to make reports on actions taken in accordance with his resolution. So it's definitely the intent to keep council in the loop as much as we can.
If there's no questions, if someone would like to make a motion.
I move that we approve resolution number 1157-0320, a resolution of the City of Shelton, Washington, declaring a state of emergency related to COVID-19.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
And one additional thing you might want to consider is your current council rules do allow for telephonic participation at council meetings, but that's somewhat limited. For example, there's a maximum of 2 meetings per year. You might want to see if there's a motion to suspend that rule so that we can liberalize that as necessary.
I'll move to suspend council rules until April 24th.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate that. We have, I've notified all the people that work for the City of Shelton, non-essential personnel, to, as of Monday and until otherwise notified, that non-essential personnel will be working from home. We are working on setting up VPN networks and other internet networks to allow them to perform their duties from home. But services to City of Shelton visitors and residents will be slowed at this point. We're going to do the absolute best that we can to keep everything moving along the way that it should, but this is going to impact our ability to deliver services in a way that we would typically expect. I just want everybody to please exercise patience with us. We're doing the best we can in order to take care of ourselves, our families, and our friends. So I appreciate it.
And our police will still be out in force. So
Oh, absolutely.
I want to make sure that everybody knows that.
Yeah, police department are essential first responders, and they will be on duty along with streets, water and wastewater, to make sure there's no safety issues that exist that we can't address.
Thank you very much for all you guys are doing, and my wishes are that everybody remains as healthy as we can and we get through this and get back to normal as quickly as possible, but you know, we'll see what happens and take it a day at a time at this point. So thank you very much.
Right now, this is our new normal.
This is our new normal.
Anybody else have a comment? Okay. This meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.